So we all know it's a big weekend, John. We've got Rangers in the Betfred Cup final. The nerves are starting to come in a little bit for me. What about you?
I'm feeling calm about it now.
You don't get nervous about anything, do you?
I know. Cool, calm and collected. I'm sure by 3 o'clock Sunday I'll be hiding under the bed.
Looking forward to it. But the big question we're asking right now, bearing in mind that Neil Lennon has, you told me 5 minutes ago, never won the Betfred Cup, which
As manager, yep.
Yeah, as manager, which I find hard to believe, but it is the fact. You detailed the likes of Kilmarnock and Rangers and Morton and St Mirren, who have all beaten us surprisingly in the tournament. But is this the weekend? Is Sunday the day when Neil Lennon's going to end his League Cup hoodoo?
Well, you'd like to think so, because we're playing such good football. And you could say that, obviously we didn't take the other games for granted, but this game we're going to be massively up for. And I mean, a game like Kilmarnock in the final, you think, we're going to win that, let's be honest. I mean, St Mirren as well, we should have won that, we missed all the chances, but
there's always something goes wrong in those games.
I know, but the thing is, I think it's different now, because back then under Lenny, we didn't there was always a chance it would self-destruct at Hampden.
I agree.
I think it's different now, because we've got all the players that under Rodgers won every game at Hampden.
There's a belief. It's like a second
Lennon's managed at Hampden twice, and if you think about the Hearts game especially, that's a game where in the old days when Hearts won up, we'd have folded. I mean, but we didn't play well that day, but we still showed that we've got the fight and the spirit to get the job done and win a treble when at one stage. When we think of how bad we were playing in the weeks leading up to that as well, this is different. We're playing very well. We know what's at stake. I mean, it'll be huge confidence boost for the weeks ahead. If we win, we've won so many games in a row. This should be the weekend that ends his hoodoo and wins every medal as a player and manager in Scottish football.
It's kind of how I feel. I think we're favourites going into it. I think the bookies have got us as kind of even money favourites, which is not bad for a final on a neutral ground. We've seen, Rangers aren't a bad team. We've seen that in Europe, the results they've got. I think we're a better team. I don't think many would disagree with that. But it's all about on the day, and you're always worried, especially with Willie Collum in the middle, that you're going to get a dodgy decision against you. And I know we joke about that, but it is always a worry at Hampden that something like that goes wrong. When you think back to our defeats in the past, you know, the ones you mentioned, quite a lot of the time, the Inverness one under Ronnie Dyla and the Scottish Cup refereeing decision. You know, loads of other ones, Rangers Cup semi a few years ago, Paddy Roberts misses an open goal. These are the things that used to go against us, and now they don't really seem to do that. But you're always just worried going for, 10 trophies in a row against our rivals who haven't won a major trophy in a decade, basically. A long time. You feel as if it's all set up for us to win it, but equally the fear is there, and I don't know if it's more about us or them.
I think it's because we're playing them. I mean,
that's a good point. If it was Aberdeen,
if we're playing Aberdeen, we'd be like, oh well, it's Aberdeen. I mean, if we count the trophy, if we get beat, it'd be a irritation, but we'd go over it. I mean, if we somehow get beaten Sunday, which I don't think we will, it would be a setback, and it'd be interesting to see how they bounce back. They did bounce back. We've had 2 setbacks, really think about it, this season, Cluj and Livy. And both times we've bounced back spectacularly, really. But we don't want to have another setback this Sunday. But no, I think, and if we did win it, I think that would, obviously, there was doubt about Lenny getting the job in the summer. Understandable, really, because the football was pretty poor. We struggled nearly every game, but I mean, there was more doubt after the Cluj game. But since that, even if you count the Livy game, which was a sort of freak because Christie got sent off, we've bounced back fantastically. They 2 Lazio wins shouldn't be underestimated, especially when you count how well they are now in Italy, the 3rd in the league now. So I mean, already Lenny's won back the fans, and if we beat Rangers for the 2nd time this season in a cup final, then that would just cement him as a legend even more, probably even more than last manager, I'd say. Would you agree with that?
That's a good point. Well, I think nowadays, when you look at the way Rodgers is looked at and the way Lennon is looked at, if Lennon, who's been nothing but a legend in his time at the club, really, but I think if he was to do the incredible this season...
The only thing he's really got missing for his CV is a win over Rangers in a cup final. Because we never didn't play against them in a cup final as a player.
I remember one about 2011 when we lost to them. It was in the League Cup, whatever it was called, the cooperative insurance or whatever. And we were the better team going into that game. Almost similar in a way to this. I think we'd battered them at Parkhead 3-0 with the Hooper double game. And they played us off the park that day pretty much, and they won in extra time. So you've always got the fear something like that could happen. But I don't get the impression for this team, the likes of Scott Brown and McGregor and Julian and players like that they're going to turn up with that attitude. So
no, they'll know what to do.
Fingers crossed. I'm nervous already thinking about it. I'm just like,
no, that'll be fine.
Well, what mindset have you got? Have you got John's laissez-faire attitude, or have you got the nerves already like I do a couple of days before the game? Let us know below, and also give us a shout for a prediction as well, and it better be a Celtic win.